Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of season 6 here at Sunderland. Thank you for your feedback on the planning ahead for the future transfer windows episode. I'm going to act on that in today's episode with regards to the remaining money we currently have. As expected, the general consensus was to sign a new left back, replace Max Lowe, also a mid to high rated centre back, mid to high 80s rated centre back, and also we will be moving on Moise Kean next season and bringing in someone different. But with regards to the position that player comes in is open to question, because someone mentioned this in the comment section, and actually with the way that things have panned out this year, I highly agree. Move Fedor Chalov up to centre forward, move up to striker, move McAllister into that role, because he's been deadly in front of goal this season, and of course he has 96 finishing now, and sign a new holding midfield. So we actually have two out now. Although Tielemans is kind of attack-minded at times, he's obviously very good in the tackle and in the ball, on the ball as well. So, and just an out-and-out holding midfielder, someone like Sander Berge. So that's the plan. The general consensus is to keep Jack Clark in that position. I'm still open to replacing him in the starting 11, but I certainly won't be selling him. And then, obviously, Jordan Pickford's name came up for the goalkeeper as well, as always. And we'll look to strengthen throughout the squad with regards to next season as well, as we push into the new year for season number 7. But with regards to that left-back role, I'm going to go for one of the two Mendys. Benjamin is 29 and Ferland is 28. I'm going to prioritise Ferland Mendy, and if I can't get him, I'm going to get Benjamin Mendy. He will have 2 years, or 2 seasons at least, left in him at the top level, so I'm not too worried about his age, to be honest. And with the transfer fee here, I don't know what they're going to want, so I'm going to offer them exactly his valuation. Hopefully they won't be too astronomical with what they ask for. They haven't been. That's certainly something that we can negotiate from, and we'll try and get this with all the nitty-gritties. Let's try and get this deal done if we can. Still after 53 there. Of course, this deal wouldn't go through until next season, so we'd still be playing on with Max Lowe for the rest of the year. They're going to tell me that that's not acceptable, but we'll see if they'll come down with their counter. We'll start then with this home game against Bournemouth. I'm actually going to rotate and then sim it, because we have the second leg against Real Betis away from home coming up later on in this game week. Of course, after a 1-1 home draw in the first leg, them having the away goal advantage, I'm going to want my full strength 11 available for that game to try and get the victory. Was kind of hoping in a home game we could get victory here. Harrison has equalised for us after Nyanyon gave them a 1-0 lead. As we push into the second half, an injury for Jamie Ward, but Jamal Lowe might well have just won us for it in the 72nd minute, and has. Big result, still pushing as hard as physically possible to finish in the top 4 for next year. He's out for 2 months, Jamie Ward. That's going to cause us issues with regards to the rotation of the side as we move towards the killer end of the season. We're of course wanting to still compete on all fronts, both domestic and European. Say that, we're only in the league and the Europa League. We're out of the FA Cup now, but still, I certainly would like to continue forward and win the Europa League if we can this season. Jamie Ward, now being injured, is going to throw something of a spanner in the works there, but we do have Pina that we can draft in, and hopefully he'll be able to cut it in that rotation side. If not, then, well, I don't really have any other ulterior, really. Right, so we'll see if they come back from that Ferland Mendy deal. Hopefully they do. Unacceptable, they still want 53.1. No. Can't afford that, thank you very much. Do drop the video a like as well, by the way, if you're enjoying. And hopefully there might be something fresh on the channel at some point. Stop with your 53.1. There was a video, or at least I'm planning on putting a video live in the not too distant, probably Saturday. Ah, good, they'll accept that. Probably Saturday, with regards a vote for a new series on FIFA 19 with the updated transfers that's happening on stream over on Mixer. So do check that video for that vote if you've missed it. And of course as well, make sure that you're following me on Mixer so that you can see that series. And then maybe other stuff on the channel during the week. You know where I am right now. Right, squad roll. Crucial for Ferland Mendy to come in. And then we can hopefully negotiate a decent contract. I'm quite happy to offer him 3 years. Give me an idea of what you want wage-wise, because I don't want to massively undersell you and have you walk away. They're going to say 0. Right, just take 100 grand a week. You're on 96. It's a pay rise. That's fine. We can negotiate that. Counter, remove the bonus, submit the offer. And if it goes up by £5,000 to £10,000 a week, that's fine. And he's agreed it anyway. We have a new left-back for next season in 86 rated Ferland Mendy. That is good business. Let's now go and do some business on the field. Betis' starting lineup. Paul Lopez in goal again. Francis, Nunez and Petzela at the back. Lanyes, Lo Celso, Camarasa, Thomas and Francis. Oh, sorry, Francis is on the right-hand side of midfield. Petzela, Nunez and Gabriel at the back. Maulida and Vente up top again. 1-1 from the first leg. Both sides played very well. We are needing to score here. If we don't score, we go out. It's as simple as that, regardless of what the overall result is. Forward there into Rafinha. Holds the ball up very well indeed. Moise King gets caught in possession though. Maulida, play that to Lo Celso. It's a player we might consider signing next season. Certainly played very well in the first leg and got their goal. And they've had a gorgeous opportunity to take the lead in the opening 7 minutes and missed it through Francis on the right-hand side. I might be as bold as to say they won't get a better chance all game, or at least not a clear-cut a chance. And could they immediately be about to pay for that mistake? No, as Jack Clark is out-muscled on the edge of the box. Lo Celso, as we were in the process of saying, played very well against us in the first leg, scored a brilliant goal, certainly in the reckoning for a potential signing next season. Maulida looking to thread the gap. Francis is in this time. And Pope forced into the save on this occasion. 2 chances for their right winger here. 2 chances missed. It's going to drop to Maulida. Could have shot Francis. That would have been quite the extravagant if he'd have whipped that in with the outside the boot from there. That certainly would have made up for the mistakes. But unfortunately for Betis, they haven't taken the lead yet. They could still, though, in this highlight. Maulida, they're playing the ball about really nicely. We'll get it back off them, hopefully, with James Justin. At least slow them down. No, get it back is what we do. Well, maybe we'll go on a counter-attack of our own then. Rafinha's with me. Never mind. Oh, Alexis, your touch lets you down. Tielemans across to Low. We'll run then, Jack. You've got the space to run into, and Gabriel can't cope with it. We'll turn inside to Max Low. Chalov is there. Oh, it's he who we look for. It's going to fall to Rafinha on his right foot. Saved by Paul Lopez. Clark. Around there to Chalov. Down the line there to Max Low. Got options in the middle. Moise Ken's going to come short. Running around the corner here is Fedor Chalov.
And he has just fractionally misfired. Yeah, he should have put his laces straight through the ball. Sometimes you can get too cute.
Right then. That was the tie right there. I can't believe he's missed that. Vente into Maulida, out to Vente again. Backing in nicely. Here's Francis. Cross blocked. Throw for Betis right at the end of the first half. Francis back to Vente. It's a good delivery. Foyth not away, but at least out of the danger zone for the time being. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here, unless we can... No, never mind. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. Positive start to this second leg. We could quite easily have been in front, but I guess on the flip side of that, we could quite easily have been behind. So, for now, we're happy, but if it stays like this at full-time, we will be out.
Second half begins here.
Was it Ken? Forward there to McAllister. Chalov to start the second half in the right manner, which we haven't been able to do. We will keep that in play and in possession. And we won't. Maulida steals it off me. Lo Celso to Vente. Few of their players running really low on stamina at the moment. They had full stamina when they went into the game, but they're certainly running low on it now, even at this early second half stage. Whether they've just got really bad training or a team full of people that have terrible stamina by default. Chalov, I tried to step away. Tielemans will fire that in there to Alexis McAllister. Rafinha is here. I'm going to try and pull this back. Can't find a teammate. Justin with the cross. Can't find a teammate. Justin with the cross. Can't find a teammate. Corner though to come in from this near side. Yuri Tielemans will deliver, and it's a good whip too. Keeper's come to punch it. He'll drop to McAllister. Here's Jack Clark deflected. Can he keep up with that? Pinballing around. We'll bring that down, and we'll try and build again. We certainly are on the front foot at the beginning of this second half. There's Moise Ken. All around the outside is James Justin. Again, we'll look to find someone in the middle. He could this time. No, Petzela with the header away. I can't get the chance I need to score the goal to send us through. Half an hour to play. Oh, now they're cutting me open. Miguel. Out to Lainez. Waiting for the ball in towards Miguel again. Here's Thomas to... And here's again. Good delivery when they headed. Max, he's done well, but only as far as Captoum. And then to Lo Celso. Miguel. Good block. That's going to spin out for a corner to our opponents. And I'm not really too sure what to do. With regards to my team, I want to bring Yearwood on. And I'm going to bring Harrison on for Moise Ken, who again has been underwhelming. You guys are adamant though that I keep hold of George Harrison as a player, so I will certainly do that. But he's not going to be involved in the first team picture, or at least in the starting 11 at all, I don't think. Oh, Nick Pope, that's a vital save. Huge stop from the goalkeeper. And Chalov might have the pace to get to this, you know. No, Captoum does well. What a save from our goalkeeper. If they score there, we're almost certainly out. Selena out there to Francis. Oh, nice drag back. Here's Captoum. Oh, Maulida! Kevin De Bruyne-esque in the way that he puts it away. Actually, if we needed to score anyway, if we score now, then rather than just winning, we'll still go to extra time. So actually, them scoring isn't the worst thing in the world that could happen. It's obviously not amazing. 20 minutes to keep ourselves in the competition. Corner for Sunderland, for Betis, sorry. Away by Foyth, get to that. Oh, Harrison, he got to it, but I'm sure. Space! Where has the Betis backline gone, George Harrison? Never have you had a bigger opportunity in a Sunderland shirt. And he's buried it! George Harrison with the goal to keep us in the Europa League. Hands down the biggest goal of his entire Sunderland's career. Quite possibly the biggest moment in general of the Sunderland career, keeping us in European competition at the quarter-final stage. Around the 16 stage, sorry, to get us through potentially to the quarter-finals. Oh, with 7 minutes to go. We are level. Real to Francis in there too. Selena to Francis again. Selena tackled. Counter-attack. George Harrison looking to set Chalov away. This would be real smash and grab stuff here if we can get the win. In the last few moments, I just couldn't turn the defender. Extra time beckoning. We're going to need another 30 minutes to decide who goes through from this round to the next. Unless they do something remarkable in these final few moments, which they have the opportunity to do. But by dilly-dallying and turning around and going backwards, they won't. Right, another 30 minutes of football then. Here's Lo Celso. Keep him off that left foot. Miguel. Lo Celso picked off by Drew Yearwood, but Selena picks it up. Ooh, it's all good work by Betis, but no end product, thankfully. Or no meaningful end product, at least. Lyndon Gooch received the run Chalov was making there. He was on his bike early doors, and he's found well here. We'll look for Lyndon Gooch. Through the gap. George can't get there first. Oh, I swear he has like 90 sprint speed, George Harrison. 93. He's so slow because of that low agility and low balance that he just doesn't reach that speed. There's no point having 93 sprint speed if you're so clunky and clumsy when you run that you quite physically can't get to it. That was a chance. 1-1 in extra time. 15 minutes between us and penalties. Chalov to McAllister. To Rafinha. Inside to George Harrison. Chalov, he's the man you always have faith in. And twice in this game, he's let me down. Fedor, what's wrong with you? How on earth has he missed that? The first one in the first half should have been buried. The second one in the second half of extra time should have been buried. If we go out, I can't look any further than Fedor Chalov and those two opportunities. Gooch turns well. Finds Chalov. There's Harrison. McAllister over the top looking for Rafinha. Driving down the line. Cut back. Get it on the left. Cross it in. Gooch can't get to it. Here's Patterson off the bench for Betis here. Drew Yearwood determined to try and win that back. Admire his efforts. Unfortunately, not able to get the ball back into Sunderland possession. And with moments to go here, it's going to be a Betis chance or penalties. And the way things are developing, it looks like it's going to be a Betis chance. We have to avoid conceding here. A minute to go. Kaptoum to Lo Celso. Down the line to Miguel. Literally now or never. It's going to be the corner in added time at the end of extra time. And it will be penalties. Headed away. As soon as the man gets to it, the referee will blow his whistle. Oh! Penalties then at the end of the second leg. Didn't have the best of games. I like that graphic in the top left, by the way. Selena buries it very nicely in the bottom corner. Alexis McAllister. Saved by the goalkeeper. Inez. Oh, tucks it away nicely. Fedor Chalov missed the opportunities to win us it in normal time. At least buries his penalty. Here's Miguel. Let's put Betis really in the driving seat at 3-1 up. Post! He may have just fallen out of the driving seat. Rafinha. Saved by Paul Lopez. I can't believe it. Giovanni Lo Celso to try again. Buries it. I have to score to stay in. Lyndon Gooch steps up. I'm going to go further into that right-hand side. If they score, they're through. It's Kaptoum. Oh, buries it. Real Betis are through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and we are out. Fedor Chalov, I am looking at you. Twice with the chance to score us the goal. This was the first, I believe. Gilt-edged. You will not get a better chance than that. However, somehow, he did get a better chance than that. Through, again, one-on-one, and over the bar this time, rather than wide. Those two opportunities are the reason we are out of the Europa League. Inexcusable from Fedor Chalov, as I defended him and praised him for his goal-scoring abilities and not necessarily attacks, but criticised George Harrison for his lack of contribution and ability. It's Harrison that scores the goal and Chalov that misses the chances that see us go out. Right, we have a 5-point gap to our advantage in the Premier League in the top 4. We need now to go and beat Brighton to keep hold of that advantage. Brighton starting 11, Matthew Ryan in goal for them still. Tejero, Semedo, Bonifazi and Montoya at left back. Pessina, Diawara and Bissouma in their midfield, and then a front three of Knockaert, Gyökeres and Larson. The past 2 seasons, they've been overperforming Brighton. This year, they're nowhere near where they have been. So this should be a more straightforward game than it has been in previous seasons, but we will wait and see. Obviously, we have that 5-point cushion in the top 4 now. We're only 2 points behind Chelsea, and a 4th place only guarantees us the playoff spot. Of course, we'd love to be in the group stage, guaranteed. So trying to chase down Chelsea now in 3rd becomes the main priority. Tackled by Tielemans. And Moyes again is away. Although the defenders stick with him. Please, Fedor. Now, why couldn't you have done that in the last game. It's taking him less than 10 minutes to get on the score sheet here, Fedor Chalov. Apparently he likes playing in the Premier League and he likes playing in the round of 32, but doesn't give a shit about the round of 16. 4 goals against Udinese, continues to bang them in the Premier League, but decided he didn't fancy it against Betis. Son of a bitch. 1-0 Sunderland. Never have I been more frustrated to take a 1-0 lead. Cross could come in, maybe, eventually. There it is. Win that, please, Declan. It was 1-4 actually underneath it. Never mind. Dropped to Babadiawara. Piscina again. Knockout. Max Lowe trying his hardest. His first team spot is gone now for next season. It's a lovely ball through the gap to Alexis. Jack Clark with the space to get into. We get a second goal here at the beginning of the first half. That was meant for Moise Ken. Alexis will get it to him. Moise! Oh! When it pops up off the ground like that, he's actually quite deadly, Moise Ken. Give him a difficult chance, he'll bury it. Give him the simple ones and he'll fluff it wide. That's a great finish. The first ball inside from Jack Clark here was meant for Moise Ken. Finds Alexis and he's... Oh, the pass, in fact, chipped it up off the ground. Moise Ken just takes a touch to let it settle in front of him and then bangs it home. We're 2-0 in front. Piscina. And then to Knockout. Back there to Tejero. Well, that's whipped well. Justin wins the header. Yuri Tielemans is up. It's going to drop. And, well, I guess falling over in front of him is one way to try and stop them from getting through. As it happens, they still got through, but Nick Pope saves our bacon by making the save. Anthony Knockout to deliver the ball into the middle. And he does well. Flicked on away by Foyth. Semedo held well by Nick Pope again. We'll stay at 2-0. Brighton are pushing, though, to get themselves back in this. Yasuma cut out by Yuri Tielemans. A third before half-time would kill it off. Come on, Fedor. This time, please, mate. Thank you. Done and dusted. Even at half-time, that will be 3 points for us. Bissouma. Out to Brun Larsen. It's good agility to get away. Unfortunately for him, there are other people on the pitch as well that can come across and tackle him. Fedor Chalov. Quickly around the corner there to McAllister. We'll go to Chalov again and then inside to Moise Ken. Through to Chalov. He's going to not get us through in the Europa League and then score a hat-trick in the very next game. Son of a bitch, Fedor Chalov. Why could you not finish in the game against Real Betis? 4-0 in the 52nd minute. Alexis switched that out there to Rafinha. Here's Chalov. It's for the subs bench momentarily, Fedor Chalov. But could have one final part to play. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Moise Ken. And the finish maybe? Yes. Well, the strikers have decided they do want to score goals. It's just that they want to score them against Brighton and not Real Betis. That's 2 for Moise Ken, 3 for Fedor Chalov. George Harrison is coming off the bench now for the Russian. And we might yet score even more. Whipped towards Larsen. Head away. Rafinha in there to Moise Ken. Forward to George Harrison, and we'll set Jack Clark away, and it could yet be 6. He's on the run here, Jack. People closing him down, as is the keeper. Good save by Matthew Ryan. It squeezed underneath him, but not into the net. George Harrison can win this header, though. And again, Matthew Ryan stands tall. Harrison into McAllister. Moise Ken around the corner to George Harrison. And it's 6. I'm so annoyed that I'm winning 6-0. Why could we not have done this? Why could we not have done this against the other side that were playing in green and white? 6-0 against Brighton. I'm so annoyed. I'd rather have won 3-0 against Brighton and scored an extra 3 goals against Betis. 10 minutes to go. I'm almost wanting Diawara to shoot there. Oh, they have shot through Piotrowski, but it's gone wide. Inside to Piotrowski. Low. Well, I thought I'd intercepted that. Oh, outside the post. Close to consolation goal for Brighton. Fair play to them for not giving up. They could quite easily have just sat back behind the ball and let me just pass it about in front of them for the remaining 10 minutes or so. But they're actually giving it a good old go to try and get something out of the game if they can. Don't know whether their league situation requires them to be wary of goal difference. If it doesn't, probably should have defended a little bit better. But I guess losing 6-1 is better than losing 6-0. But it does look like it's going to be 6-0, unfortunately, for them. Or maybe 7. No, 6. Or maybe 7. Maybe 7. Maybe 7. No, 6. Alright, 6-0 then. At home against Brighton. Oh. I mean, it's a great victory. It's a brilliant victory. Never has anyone been more annoyed to win a game by 6-0. Chelsea haven't played yet, so that does put us above them, moving into the next round of fixtures. I don't want the Czech Republic international manager's job. Thank you very much. I shall have a train, and then I'll see you in the next game at the end of the month. In fact, I'll have 2 trains, and then I'll see you in the next game at the end of the month against Arsenal. Arsenal's lineup: Bernd Leno in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bechao, Koundé and Kolasinac at the back, Zobnin and Casemiro holding, with Maitland-Niles, Guendouzi and Pione Sisto on the left, and then up top still Pinamonti. They do have Moussa Dembele on the bench if they need him at striker, but Pinamonti's definitely done some work against us previously, and literally Arsenal have just scored to go 1-0 up in their game in front of me, so hopefully we can avoid something similar happening here in the save. Guendouzi into Pinamonti. To Zobnin over the top to Maitland-Niles. Oh, it's nicely done. Down the line here to Pinamonti again. Works back to Maitland-Niles. Oh, I think the keeper saved that. Or did it hit the bar? Zobnin struck that so cleanly. It might have been the bar, actually. It's rising past the keeper's hand. Oh, no. It looks... I might have misseen. I don't know what... Well, that's a phrase. It looks as if it took a sharp arc up once it was on its way over the bar.
Well, I hope we get the same
never mind. The most important thing is that it didn't go in and wasn't on target. Can we, on the counter, actually take the lead ourselves? Oh, no, we definitely have hit the bar. Chalov, from outside the box, whips it off the upright.
How unlucky.
Oh. Here's Guendouzi. To Maitland-Niles in there to Pinamonti. Casemiro, Guendouzi again, Pinamonti, Maitland-Niles. This is good football from Arsenal. Starting to play it about as you would expect an Arsenal team to do. Lovely switch. Trying to drag the defence one way then the other. They haven't really created much so far, other than the effort from Zobnin that went over the bar. That's loose. Declan Rice trying to get rid of it. Just can't quite seem to get ball away from the Arsenal men. Thankfully, we have eventually done that, and Chalov will put that back for Rafinha, and space to run into. 3 men hounding me, trying to chase me down. Alexis will get this inside here to Yuri, and Tielemans finds Chalov. Get that to Alexis, and through here to Rafinha. Oh, what a save by Leno. There's nothing the man on the line can do about that. Moise Kean makes it Arsenal 0, Sunderland 1. But Bernd Leno is desperately unlucky not to have kept his clean sheet. It's a great save. And, well, the man on the line just kind of stood there waiting for Moise Kean to shoot. That stop from Bernd Leno was unreal. And Moise Kean actually kicked it straight at the defender, who probably could have blocked it if he tried a little harder. Regardless, Sunderland 1, Arsenal 0 is the start we needed after half an hour. Rafinha through there to Justin. Inside to McAllister. You're onside here, Moise, I think, just. Indeed he is. Number of people around me. Alexis. Yuri Tielemans. You can't give him space because he'll do that. It's the first time it's actually worked with Yuri Tielemans. Ordinarily, he gets blocked at source or it goes wide. That's half the reason I bought him, is because I love to score goals like that. And Yuri Tielemans is exactly the man to score goals of that nature with either foot. That is a cracking finish from the Belgian. We're 2-0 in front. 2 goals in 7 minutes. Doozy. In there to Pione Sisto. Oh, that's certainly a foul. That was woeful. Absolutely terrible challenge from James Justin. Casemiro will take the free kick. Looks like he's winding up for a shot. He's gone for the shot. It's very brave and ambitious from there. You're 2-0 down. You've got the opportunity to whip a really dangerous ball into the box, and he shoots from about 35 yards at an angle. Sure, his teammates will be livid at him for that. Oh, thanks for playing the pass that I tried to play myself. So it's going to be, and is going to be, 2-0 at half-time. Arsenal, though, dominating possession with 60% of it, but we're dominating the scoreline with 100% of the goals. Zobnin. Oh, he's just going to keep running. Fair enough. Back inside there to Guendouzi. He's got options. It's a nice idea, but poorly executed. Ball looking for the winger. Get to that first day with Rafinha, and Alexis will work it inside. Moise Kean showing good movement there, and Jack Clark also showing good movement on this far side. Now Trent is going to be quick enough to catch me there. It's not the play you're going to beat in a straight foot race. Rafinha, though, in behind. Oh, he took it on his left. I actually committed that time to taking it on his right and actually seeing what his right was like. Still, used the outside of his left. Alexis, movement to try and work the space. Oh, Chalov, that's devastating. What a goal. In at the near post. That's a great finish. Lovely footwork from Alexis. Changed the direction, but oh, what a strike. Defender very nearly getting in front of it. Actually, I think went too far. He did. That is a thunderbolt from Chalov. It's Kolasinac. Pinamonti, Sisto, Pinamonti again. They're playing some nice stuff. Oh, it's a lovely takedown by Maitland-Niles. He should have finished that. Oh, Nick Pope being called upon for a second time. Arsenal have been just as good as us in this game and created probably just as many chances. Just can't score them. As is the case with quite a few games in career mode, it's actually against the larger sides that you have the better results because they don't sit in and throw men behind the ball. And how many times have we seen us actually struggle in games against five-backs where they're very defensive? Yet you play a side that actually attacks you, tries to keep possession and pushes bodies forward, and we get a positive result. Arsenal picked apart by us here. Maitland-Niles in behind though, and they have had plenty of opportunities to score their own goals. And now they've got one. Fell kindly for Zobnin. None of the defenders could get near it, and Nick Pope's furious with those defenders. But Arsenal are back in it. Just flicked up, and nobody could get there first. Zobnin just honed in on it and flew towards it. Great technique on the effort as well, on the volley, just ahead of the defender. 3-1 with 17 minutes to go. Sisto. Good footwork. Oh, he's darted past me well there. Pione Sisto turns his... Oh, he's just destroying me. Pione Sisto, what a run. We are potentially looking for a new winger next season. Maybe Pione Sisto could be the man. Casemiro into Guendouzi, across here to Zobnin. Oh, he's hit the bar. It's going to fall to him again, and he has scored. 2 goals in 7 minutes for Arsenal, the same way that we did it in the first half. Desperately unlucky not to have scored a great first, but it just goes straight back to him, and then he volleys it home. Similar finish to his first goal, to be fair. George Harrison's coming on up top for Moise Kean, and I might need the extra striker or the fresh striker on the field now. Drew Yearwood has also come on in midfield, and I definitely am going to need the extra defensive legs. George Harrison off the bench to finish it for us. Well, there's an instant impact. Sunderland 4, Arsenal 2. So many goals in today's episode. I'll take it, though. Thank you, George. Sisto in there to Maitland-Niles. Back to Kolasinac. And Sisto again. Tried to whip it. It's blocked well. If they hadn't conceded that fourth immediately after scoring their second, Arsenal, you'd say they stand a good chance of getting something from this game still. But thankfully, George Harrison popped up with the goal straight off the bench. Pione Sisto is just destroying me. We can't get away properly. Guendouzi to Maitland-Niles. Casemiro, where's Zobnin? He's on a hat-trick now. Trent wind up for the shot, but tackled and cleared away, and there will be the final whistle. We do get 3 points at the Emirates, but in the end, we had to work for it. They cut a 3-0 lead down to 3-2 with a few minutes to go. But luckily for me, we still came out on top. Now, Chelsea have won against Spurs, so they're going to be sticking around us with regards to points tally. We'll have a look at the league table at the end of March. There's not many games to go now, I don't believe, in the Premier League. We should be looking quite comfortable for European football next season, and we are. There's a 10-point gap to Spurs in 5th, although Liverpool do have a game in hand, but even if they win that, it'll still be 8 points with 7 games to go. So not long left in the season now. April has 4 games in it, May has 3, 2 episodes to go, and then we'll be at the end of the season. Hopefully, almost certainly now, guaranteed Champions League football for next season, where fingers crossed we'll do better than we did in the Europa League this year. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check the video that went up yesterday for the vote for the new series that will be coming on stream. Not replacing this series on the YouTube channel. Sunderland will stay. But for now, I'll see you next time.